Alrighty, hello, hello. This is my beautiful, beloved client, Jen. And thank you so much, Jen, for being here today to share this interview and your experience about working together. We are going to go ahead and just jump right in. And I'm curious, before working with me, what programs and approaches had you tried before and why weren't they working?
So initially I started off with like calorie counting and working out. I gained and lost the same 40 pounds. I can't even remember how many times. I had not done anything online, like really, like my friend does like Arbonne and somebody else does like, I don't know, Metabolife or whatever. I've tried those and just nothing. Keep that. I don't know. I just couldn't keep that consistency with it. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah. How fast did you see a change in your health once you started the program with me?
Like within the first 2 weeks, really, like I started noticing more energy, decline in my blood pressure because that was one of the things that I was working on, and just like and less inflammation because my ankles would swell almost every night. And like I was like, one night I was watching TV and I had my feet up and I was like, my ankles aren't swollen. This is interesting. So just within like the first 2 weeks, it was pretty noticeable already.
Awesome. And then you started the program about 3 months ago. What were some of the struggles that you overcame during that time, and how were you able to still make progress?
One was the glass free. Like I was like, oh, I don't need to be glass free. I don't have to worry about that. I'm not sensitive to lactose or gluten and things like that. And then once I really kind of like went off the deep end into the whole thing, I did notice quite a bit of difference, quite a bit of energy. I guess some of the other struggles, like finding the foods to eat, like I like ice cream, I like popcorn, I like, you know what I mean? So working on finding some of those other things that fit within the glass free lifestyle was a little bit interesting, but I just started small. I was like, okay, well, I'm just not going to eat this. I'm going to swap and upgrade. So I really just kind of focused on one thing. I swapped it, upgraded to something else, and just kind of made those small changes throughout the 90-day program. And that kind of helped me stay with, what I'm doing now. So.
What is glass free for people who don't know?
Glass free means no gluten, lactose, alcohol, sugar, or soy.
Yeah. Very good. Awesome. So what do you enjoy most about the program?
I personally, like, the first thing I really, really enjoy is the weekly meeting. It really kind of helps me get myself focused. And I feel like even though we're doing it virtual, like I feel that the other women and yourself hold me accountable, And I love the fact that it's a safe space. And like, if I had a crappy week, I can just be like, okay, listen, this is what happened. And then everybody's there to support me and like, well, how about you try this? Or, making recommendations, or, they come into and they've had a crappy week too. And we can kind of just like, kind of sympathize with each other and go, okay, well, next week is a new week and we can move forward with that. I also love your simple techniques. You know what I mean? You're like, well, just start here. Like, do 3 minutes of movements, find your favorite song and just move. You know what I mean? Like before it was always like, oh no, you need to go to the gym and you need to go to the gym for like 60 minutes and burn 800 calories and this, that, the other thing. And this was just like, so what I needed to do.
Thank you. Yeah. It's important, super important to me that it's a safe space and everybody feels comfortable, just to be real, because we're in it for the long run, right? It's like, it's not just 90 days, it's the rest of your life. So those healthy habits you've been building are going to last. Alrighty, let's see. How has your health transformed since starting the program?
So when I started, I didn't want to make it about weight because I've always made it about weight. But then, because we started like at the end of January, I believe.
February, yeah.
Oh, first week of February. Okay, so so I weighed myself the first week of February, and I was like, okay, well, we'll just see what happens. So within these 90 days, I've lost 23 and a half pounds, and really not increase. I mean, I increased my movement, but not like a drastic amount. It's not like I've been going to the gym because the gym's been closed. You know, like I've been going on walks occasionally and whatever. I haven't really done too much. I have lowered my blood pressure. I was severely scared that I would have to go on blood pressure medication. So that was one of my goals as well. And lowered my blood pressure. I'm in the green every time I take my blood pressure now, which is really good. I feel good about that, and it you know, kind of motivates me. And I also have more energy, like, you know, that kind of like that sugar time, that like 3 o'clock, like, ooh, let's have some sugar. I don't have that anymore. You know, I'm sustaining or using good fuel for my body, and it's just keeping me where I need to be throughout the day, and I don't have those like highs and lows, which has been really good.
Yeah, that's amazing. Cool. I'm so proud of you. It's awesome. Let's see. For people who are thinking of joining the program but are worried about failing or not having enough time, what would you say to them?
I will just tell you my story. I wasn't even going to do this. My friend was like, "Oh, I want to do this, but I need you to do it with me because I need a partner. You know, it'll help me stay accountable, you know, and I know you, so you can kind of like work together on this." And I was like, I don't know. And then she sweetened the deal a little bit for me. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try because I really had nothing to lose. And once I got into the program, it was like, oh, I can totally do this. Like, I think the thing is just work the system, like work the programs, you know, like go with the goal setting, you know, set your goal, make it a SMART goal. I mean, don't make it anything like super crazy, but like if you follow the system and you do the little goal setting, the little micro goals every week. And there were weeks when I came and I showed up and I was like, you know what? I didn't meet any of my goals. This week was crap. And I'm just going to use the same goals next week, and I'm just going to try to improve. And I think that's all we can do at this point in time is just not be so hard on ourselves, and two, any movement forward in better health is a step in the right direction. And I think that's, you know, what it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You also chose to do your functional blood chemistry analysis, your FBCA. Would you explain a little bit of like what that is for people who don't know and how that transformed your health?
Okay. So you get your blood drawn and they run all these crazy tests, and then this beautiful lady here does all of these readings and kind of gives you this amazing like knowledge packed video of, you know, this is what's going on, and if we work on these issues, you're going to see change in your health. And it's crazy. Like I feel like you, Kyria, have given me the answer key to like how to make these positive changes. You know what I mean? Like for the longest time, you know, working out and watching what I ate and things like that didn't necessarily work for me. And like I've never had this kind of success within 90 days dealing with my weight. So I just feel like, wow, it's been so awesome. It has been so like, and I can't wait to see where I am in the next 4 to 6 months after you know, when I do it again, and see like how has my health changed. Like, and I mean, like I can physically feel it on myself now with the supplements and the things that we're currently doing to work towards optimal health for me. So it was, I mean, if this is like, do the functional blood chemistry, I hemmed and hawed, and I wish I did it, I don't know, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I wish I would have done it like on week 2. I wish I would have like just jumped full on in the pool with it and just been like, yes, you know, and then I could have been a little bit further along in my journey, but now I understand the importance of it. And again, like I feel like you've given me a roadmap to how to get to my optimal health and shown me like in my own physical body what needs to be worked on.
Yes, exactly.
It's amazing.
It's super amazing. I know, I'm such a fan of it too. Because really all of the accomplishments and the progress that you've made so far is really mostly before you even did the FBCA. So now it's going to be like super drive now that you have.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where I end up in the next, you know, like I said, 4 to 6 months. I'm excited to be in the next 90 days. Again, looking forward to the group of women and being able to work together and just, you know, kind of create that beautiful space that we have to help each other along.
Yeah, absolutely. If you could give advice to anyone considering making the investment to join our program, what would you say to them?
Do it. You don't, I mean, you don't like time, it's money. Like I get, like money seems like it's a big deal, but time is also a big deal. Like one of the things we always look back on is, oh, I wish I would have had more time to do that. Now is the time. If you keep putting it off, it's going to be longer and longer until you get to that, goal or journey that you have for yourself. And like, I would say just do it. Step in. You'll love it. I'll be there too.
Yay! And Jen's amazing. It's truly, truly amazing. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about your experience in the program, or recommendations or encouragement for others?
Just enjoy the journey. Like, yeah, it seems like it's super overwhelming. I know when I first got my packet of the goddess health packet and all that, and there was like handout after handout after handout after handout, and it just is like, I mean, my friend and I were both like, oh my God, where did you start? I'm like, well, I'm reading this. She goes, okay, I'm reading that. And just start slow, just something, read through it, get your questions together, send them to Kyria, ask during the meetings, she'll answer your questions and just kind of guide you in the right direction. Like, I know it seems super overwhelming at the beginning, but really it's just you pick and choose your journey, what you need to do, and she'll be your guide and help you along to get, accomplish your health goals.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to
Yeah.
do this and to share your interview and your experience. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see you in our next group meeting.
Yeah.
Bye, Jen.
Bye.